Hello friends, welcome to our channel CSC Gurus. Coming to the question number 46. So this is a binary search tree, stores the values in the range 37 to 573. So consider the following sequence of keys. The keys are given. Now the question is, if it is unsuccessfully searched for a key is given. What is the key? 273 is given. So if it is unsuccessfully searched, which of the above sequences list nodes in the order in which we could have encountered them in the search? Okay, if you see, so somewhere, so what sort of the sequence you will get it, that is what it is asking. So now anyway you can do in a better way, like you can construct the binary search tree for each one. Okay, I mean you can check it out, and here is a trick for you. So whenever you want to go for this one, first check it out which elements are less than this key should be increasing order, greater than should be decreasing order in the sequence. We'll check it out. If it follows, then definitely it will be encountered. Remember this part. So for 273, if I go with the first one, greater than 2, I mean less than 273, if I check it out, 81 and 102 are there. So are they in increasing order? Yes. So increasing sequence you can find, that is fine. But what about decreasing? Greater than. So 537, 439, 285, all these are decreasing. We'll see. I mean all these are greater than, but are they in decreasing order? You can see 537 followed by 439, okay, 285, but 376 increasing here. So that's why this is not the correct answer. Now coming to this one, less than 273, 52, 97, 121, 195, 2, all are in increasing order. Okay, but what about greater than? Two elements should be in decreasing order. So that's why this is also not correct. We'll see this one. Less than 142, 248, one more less than is there, 270. All these three increasing order. What about the greater than elements? 520, 385, 386, 345, 307, decreasing. Okay, so that's why this is following the rule. Now we'll check a fourth one also. Less than 149, 270, I think. So both are in increasing sequence, that is fine. What about greater than? 550 followed by 507, 395, okay, but here increasing you can see. So that's why this is not. So only one which is satisfying, third one. So option D is our correct answer. So like this we need to check it out. Question number 47. A binary search tree stores the values in the range 37 to 573. The four sequences are given. Which one of the following is true? It is asking. Okay. So we'll check it out. 1 to 4 are in order sequence of 3 different BSTs. So 1 to 4 it is telling. What is a property for in order? If I say in order sequence of a binary search tree, all the elements must be in increasing order, right? Sorted increasing order. If I observe, first one is not, second one, yes, it is fine, fourth one, no. So that's why this option is not correct. Now B. 1 is a pre-order sequence of some binary search tree with 439 as the root. So 1 is a pre-order sequence. Whenever I say pre-order, the first element must be the root node, right? What is that? 81 is the root node, but it is saying 439. So that's why this option is also not correct. Option C. 2 is a in order sequence of some binary search tree where 121 is the root and 52 is a leaf. So here if you observe 2 increasing order, in order sequence, fine, I can say 121 might be the root node, you can have, and 52 leaf, which is the smallest element, yes, you can have. So that's why option C is the correct, and we will see option D also. 4 is a post order sequence of some binary search tree. If I say this is a post order sequence, the last element must be the root node, right? So but it here is saying 149, but here it is 270. So that's why this option is also not correct. So option C is the correct answer. Now coming to the question number 48. What is the possible number of binary trees that can be created with 3 nodes given in sequence N, M, L when traversed in post order? Here post order sequence is given with 3 nodes. We know that in post order, so first children will come, then parent will come. If I say n and m are children and l is a parent, right? If it is a post order. So how many possibilities you can get? How many binaries? So here I have given a list. So I'll construct whenever it is a post order sequence, the last element must be the root node, right? Keep L first, and left node is n, right node is m. This is the one basic option. Next I can take L followed by m followed by n. In this case also n will come first, then m, then L. This is also fine. And I can write L, m, then n. This is also fine. So like this also n, then followed by m. This is also fine. Then L, then m here, then n here. This is also fine. And L here, m here, then n here. So like this I can have 5 options, right? Okay, for 3 nodes you will have 5 options I can get. Other than this we cannot get, right? So like this, okay, you can see here. So the answer is option C. So coming to the question number 49, what is the worst case complexity for search, insert, delete operations in a general binary search tree? So in a worst case, if I say, of course it's not given like balanced. So let us suppose if I have elements like this, all are skewed like this, then definitely whenever I want to search this element, I need to go for the entire search tree, right? So that means definitely it has to search for n elements whenever I want to, in a worst case, right? Even if I want to insert and delete also, it has to go for n in worst case. So that's why option A is correct answer. So like this, whenever we'll go for this worst case means always the tree will be skewed, or left skewed or right skewed. This is right skewed, and if I say left skewed means like this, it will be something like 40, 20. So like this. So in this case you have to go for n number of elements, you have to traverse to get the answer. So that's why option A is the correct one. So the question number 50, what would be the asymptotic time complexity to find an element in the linked list? So to find an element, so in the linked list, if I want to go for an element, anyway in worst case, if you go, you have to search for n number of elements, right? So that's why our option B is the correct one. So you can get in big O of one when the first element itself, that means where the element which is pointed towards head. So first element, then you'll get big O of 1, but in worst case you will get n. So you never go for n square, right? So that's why this is the correct answer. So option B is the correct one. We'll see some more questions in the next video lecture. Thank you.